Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go. Let's go, let's move side to side, let's go.
Taip pigiai? Tikrai taip pigiai. Dabar su laisvo interneto planais išmanųjį Philips televizorių įsigysite tik už 379 eurus. Tele2.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday Cup. I'm here. My name's Zed, and I'm co-casting with Tudoraki.
And I'm Shoutcaster.
Yeah, Shoutcaster. I'm Colorcaster. Game's about to get underway. All the players are in lobby. Do you have any words for how you think this game is going to go?
I think it will probably be a 2-0. In a rare scenario, it might be a 1-2 or 2-0, 2-1.
Yeah.
But it's pretty favored.
Yeah, I think CBS. I mean, they're still undefeated right now, and I think that streak will continue. Luckily, I was able to cast last week for Aurora, and I did see some good plays and some nice comps. So I'm not saying it's completely hopeless. I think they do have a chance if they bring their A game, they might be able to pull through.
What I've seen with Aurora is they have quite stale draft, if I can say so, especially on their support and mid. It will be interesting what they do for draft, especially in the jungle.
Yeah, they'll probably get banned out their picks, so it'll be interesting to see what they bring when they're not playing on something that's quite comfortable for them.
Yeah, man, I do hope that drafts does force them to play something unusual, so we can have a bit of fun here on the castle desk as well.
Yeah, I'm rooting for a Teemo anywhere.
Yeah.
It's always fun to see. A little push gnome. Yeah, so it's CBS. I feel like pressure points that Aurora can maybe try and hit is if they focus on the mid lane, if they can maybe force a flash out early and gank, they can get quite a few good kills there maybe. And also the top laner sometimes plays quite like he has quite a good top lane brain. So he'll greed for that wave or that turret plate. So if Aurora can maybe capitalize on that, they might be able to do something.
I'm not sure if it will be actually a moment to capitalize on the top lane overextending, since I do believe it will be a bot-centric game, especially with Drakes that are really strong right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Normally, what happens against CBS is the enemy jungler will always just perma-gank bot lane. So it's going to be quite a bit of action in the bot lane here. I'm going to predict that right now.
I do think it will be up to the supports to decide how the bot lane goes, since ADCs will probably be scaling picks unless one of the ADCs decides to pull out something really aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to have to see, depending on the draft there, if they're going a scale lane where they just sit back, farm, try and soak up the pressure, or if they want to go for a kill lane, get a lead or an advantage early, and then snowball the game from there.
It will be quite intriguing to see how both teams try to prevent snowballing on either side, since draft will probably heavily favor one team. That's my opinion. I don't think we'll see any even drafts.
Yeah, it's going to be very fun to see what kind of draft they're going to pull out. And normally, if CBS get the first win, they're going to go for a more unusual draft in the second game. So it's always fun to see those second games and what they pull out, kind of comps. I think a few weeks ago they played a Senna Scion bot lane where they'd put the root on a minion and Scion would E that minion into the enemy team.
That's
quite fun to see.
Has a lot of kill pressure, especially on level 6. If anything hits, it's pretty much a guaranteed kill.
Yeah. Just that relentless charge and the Senna ultimate. Good kill damage.
Of course.
Alright, I think we're about to get underway. Draft is underway.
Draft just started.
Alright.
Team Aurora seems to be first pick.
Yep, they're on blue side. CBS on red side. First ban is Warwick. That is targeted at the top laner, Seth Dormu, who plays quite a bit of work top lane recently, to varying degrees of success. But it is quite an annoying champ top lane with the barrier and flash.
It really is, especially if you are melee top laner versus him, he will break your ankles most of the time.
Yeah, and then a Scion ban from CBS, just trying to get one of those safe tank laners up top lane.
We'll
bad.
see both teams the nice scaling, especially with the Vega and Sound picks.
Yeah, Vagar ban. The Lipsy Cat, the team or the player for CBS, is kind of a Vagar one trick, so I like that ban. Banning out his comfortable champion, and then also on Team CBS they banned the Thresh for the support on Team Aurora. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. A Yumi ban after those buffs. It's a good ban. I feel like if there's any team that can use Yumi, I think it's CBS. And then finally, a Sejuani ban from CBS.
By these CBS pick bans, it really does look like they might try scaling poke comp, since they're denying engage and control with the Thresh and Sejuani bans.
Let's see.
There seems to be a connection issue on our side, which we do apologize for.
Yep. We have to see how that's going to get fixed. Just bear with us. Oh, and it's fixed. So, first pick, Lux on Team Aurora. Followed up by a pick from CBS as a Seraphine.
It's
But
intriguing where the Seraphine will go. It can go mid, support, even ADC if needed.
Yeah. Yeah, Seraphine is a good flex, and so is Lux to a certain degree. Could go mid lane, but I feel like it's going to be a support Lux angle there. And a Mumu pick from Team CBS. That's most likely going jungle.
I think the Lux first pick is really good because then they have counter pressure on the mid lane. If CBS pick a melee mid, Lux will be really good into it, unless it's something like a Yasuo maybe.
I feel like it's going to be a Lux Caitlyn support, though. They did play this last series, and they had quite a good degree of success on it. It's a very early pressure, keep the enemy players under tower, and try and get those early plates, get those early dragon kills, dragon fights. It's a good, solid bot lane.
I think we can expect something like a Maokai pick on Team Aurora, since it will go well. If Maokai pots bot, they have a lot of early gank pressure with the Caitlyn traps, Lux Qs, and Maokai root.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good dive as well. His W can cancel out the turret aggro.
It's actually
Yeah, it's a Vi, which is still quite good. Good ganking plus guaranteed lockdown and CC.
this
All
would
right.
seem to be Seraphine support, no?
Now, Seraphine mid, Blitzcrank support.
Maybe.
That's usually what happens when Team CBS Lipsy gets his Vagar banned. He goes for that Seraphine mid lane, scales, and tries to hit some nice ultimates later on in the team fights.
It's kind of a weird ban from Team CBS with the Yasuo. They don't really have a lot of synergy with Aurora's picks.
Yeah. Maybe it's just to ban out some of the mid laners against Seraphine to try and guarantee a good lane. See, an Akshan ban. That goes for the top laner at TCBS. He likes to play Akshan quite a bit. Very annoying with that passive that can revive down to enemy or down teammates.
And the
And the
Ari
Ari ban. Yeah, just banning out some of the mid lane champions that Seraphine doesn't really want to play into. Shoring up some of the weaknesses. I like it.
Vi Ari would be a really strong combo into their team. It's a good ban from Team CBS for sure.
There's Ezreal being hovered right now. Let's see if he picks it. And also last Darius ban from Team Aurora. Just to try and get rid of one of those bullies. It is an Ashe pick, an Ashe ADC.
Yep, she just got buffed this patch as well. Nerf dash support buffed Ashe ADC, the scaling aspect.
Yeah, no, I like that. Seems like they really have the finger on the pulse with the patch notes.
And that's maybe a Nani coming out from Team Aurora.
Yeah. And he also got buffed recently. And yeah, that's an Annie right there. So that's Annie mid versus Seraphine there. Let's see the last pick from Team Aurora. It's going to have to be a top laner here.
Cho'Gath being covered.
Oh. I like the Cho'Gath. Easy lane, good CC, and then just infinite scaling with his ultimate there.
It
It's
is very easily kiteable though. They have a Nash and Seraphine as well.
yeah, no, definitely. It's Cho'Gath's ult is kind of like a Camille Q.
Mhm. On a longer cooldown, of course.
Yeah, just a worse version of Camille Q.
Yep.
And let's see what the last pick top lane here. He did get counter picked, so let's see what he picks to counter the Cho'Gath, and it's Ione. I like that. They didn't really have that much damage. They only had a Mumu, Blitzcrank, Seraphine. So yeah, a little bit more damage, bit more carry top oriented top lane there. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out top lane. Um, yeah, how Vi moves around the map as well, and if Caitlyn and Lux can exert quite a bit of pressure bot lane there.
On Team Aurora, Cho'Gath does have superior scaling and better frontlining capacity than Yone and Amumu as well. But it will be interesting to see how the game will progress and if it will even get to the late game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I like the Ash coming out here, and the Blitzcrank is good as well because both Lux and Caitlyn are quite immobile. Um, if any of them get hooked, I feel like that could be quite deadly,
Really,
especially if they're getting pushed up under tower. If Blitzcrank gets a good hook under tower, um, it can be quite good. I feel like CBS are gonna have to soak up quite a bit of pressure ball lane here if Lux and Caitlyn push the lanes in, and if Vi tries to gank. All right. So, how are you feeling after you've seen the draft here?
I think Team Aurora does have better team fighting, especially with their CC. All of their team members have CC to some degree. With Team CBS, it does depend on how fed the Yone gets, but that's up to us to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Team CBS's team fighting is quite good as well. I mean, they have the Mumu ult, which is a large scale CC that can really just root some of the low mobility champions in place. I mean, if Cho'Gath and Vi try and push ahead, if they're able to get a Mumu ulted, it can kind of stop them in their tracks. Seraphine ult is quite good as well. Might even hit quite a few charms there. Go through the teammate that got Vi ulted, and then Ash is a very good backline, and Yone can kind of jump in there and split up the backline and the front line there. I feel like if Aurora are able to get a pick somewhere, they have quite good pick potential with the Lux ult, Kaylin ults. I mean, the Vi ults will kind of just put them in place so that the Lux ult can hit. I feel like if Team CBS are walking solo somewhere around the bush and or somewhere around the jungle, and if they get caught, that can be quite a good opportunity for Team Aurora to capitalize.
Yep, they absolutely do. I think if I was this Caitlyn, I immediately be thinking that I should get cleanse, especially with the CC that Team CBS have early game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he goes cleanse in lane though, I mean Blitzcrank, you can't cleanse the Blitzcrank Q, and the knockup you can't cleanse that. And then Ash ult after level 6, yeah, that'll be a good cleanse, definitely. And then if a Mumu ganks, that's also a good cleanse. So yeah, let's see what the runes are here. We can see the Annie has electrocute, basic runes there. Uh, what else? The Ash has lethal tempo. I like that. He's going to be auto spacing out of yellow hell, so to speak. It's going to be very fun to see that.
Seraphine does outrange Annie quite a lot, so the
Mm-hmm.
lane might be miserable for the Annie.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how Annie plays the lane. She has some quite good gank setup on the early levels. If Vi or if Seraphine is able to push the lane in a little bit, and Vi is there, you could definitely get a blow a flash and then maybe regank to get a kill.
Yep.
All right. Seems like the spectator delay is finished. We're loading into the game right now.
I hope we do get in quick so we can see how both teams set up for the early game.
Mm-hmm. Here. All right. Glacial Augment on the Lux. Oh yeah, there is a cleanse on the Caitlyn there. It's a good call right there.
The Annie as well.
Yeah, the Annie does have cleanse.
Yeah.
Alright, game has started.
This does mean she misses out on teleport, which might be crucial in those late
Or
game.
Ignite for early game kill pressure.
Yep.
I wonder why she went cleanse though. Is she that scared of the Amumu Q?
Yeah,
Or-
but I don't see it as well. It's quite a weird pick.
Oh, we'll see. We gotta let him cook, alright? He picked the cleanse, let's see how he utilizes it.
They
That'd be
might
quite
go
good.
for an early invade here. Team CBS going
Yeah.
in.
They seem to be 4-men stacking in the red bush here, Team Aurora. And Team CBS are camping in the Dragon Pit, trying to get a Blitzcrank hook from somewhere. The Tri-Brush is warded. I think they also saw they just saw the ward being placed for Team CBS there. Some pings going on. So it seems like a normal start here. Vi is probably going to start red side. And it seems like Team CBS are starting red side as well. Let's see if the Amumu asks for a little leash here. If he's gonna solo, no, he's leashing. All right. No items on the Blitzcrank though. Yeah, he doesn't have any items. A bit weird.
I wonder if they'll notice that before it's too
I-
late.
I think they noticed that he was trying to recall there, but I think it was a bit too late. It's kind of just
Yeah,
sit there.
I think if I was him, I would have just recalled. This is
Yeah.
definitely screwing up the early game.
We'll see what happens here. Maybe they get an early push and can get a cheater recall. Yep,
Cho'Gath
there's
is quite strong. Got his armor buffed. Cooldowns reduced. Damage increase.
he has grasp as well. He doesn't go for that grasp proc there.
Lux with bone plating, that's quite interesting, especially versus Dash. Got hit by an early hook. Knocked up. Caitlyn might have to flash.
Ooh,
Dead. First blood for Blitzcrank.
yeah, items don't seem to matter whatsoever for that Blitzcrank there. Really good hook coming in. I think no, she didn't cleanse or flash. She just got ignited and killed.
Team Aurora maybe doing something on the mid lane. Will they trade back? Nope.
Ooh,
Barely.
barely.
That's a
Good. Yeah, quite good there. Both flashes used, the jungler and the...
Hook again. Does he blow flash? Blows flash? Lives. Yona getting a cheat to recall off. Or maybe not.
Just pushing the wave in, trying to get some vision.
The thing is, even if Cho'Gath gets poked, his passive provides a lot of sustain in terms of mana and health. Vi is top. They may look for a gank.
Yep.
No sweeper on Vi though. Yona does happen to have vision.
There seems to be some camera issues. Those will get fixed. Yeah, Blitzcrank was able to recall, buy some items. Finally has a support item now. Can start stacking that.
Bot lane CS is pretty even, especially for the early kill on Caitlyn.
Some good poke out on the Cho'Gath here.
Keep in mind that Yona went to the teleport, which does reduce his lane threat versus Cho'Gath especially. Mumu getting out of the river.
Flash from the Blitzcrank there. Pulls out the flash from the Caitlyn. That's why she saved it.
Getting
Ooh,
hit again.
Amu.
No flash on Lux.
No flash on
Is
Lux.
Blitzcrank up? Barely lives. Will they trade back?
Oof.
Barely.
Survives just barely from that lethal tempoed Caitlyn there. Quite unlucky. Ooh, and the flash. He recast to get the solo kill top lane here on the Yone.
Both top
Or on
lanes
the
fighting
yes.
tooth and nail for any advantage they can get in lane.
Yep. Both flashes burnt top lane there. Quite unlucky there. That bot re-engaged from the Amumu. Ashe flashed forward to try and get some of the damage off on the Lux there, but the Glacial Augment / Lux Binding really kept them in place and made the Lux survive.
It really did. I'm honestly quite surprised we didn't see any creative fight pathing from the Vi, especially when their bot lane is Lux Caitlyn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens now. Lux was able to get a recall off here. Caitlyn is solo in lane. Seems like Vi is starting an early dragon though. Jump through red side wall there to try and dodge most vision.
Amumu is making his way down through the mid lane, being spotted by Danny.
He's just trying to freeze the way for the Seraphine there.
I don't know how useful that freeze will be, especially when Drake is being taken.
Any ults there? Mumu's just trying to lay some poke down. Dragon was taken by Team Aurora. The help of Caitlyn there. But the CS lead has changed quite a bit though in the bot lane. Caitlyn having 46 CS and the Ashe having 46 CS and Caitlyn having 25.
Really did screw up the early game for the Caitlyn Lux, which in itself relies on early game to get it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Lux binding from there. Just barely misses the Blitzcrank Q on the Lux. They just stacked a really massive wave here, pushing it in. See if they're going for recalls. Yep, Ashe is recalling, so is the Amumu. Right. Yone ulting top lane there. Will he have enough damage? He does. Able to pull through, get another solo kill top lane there.
Yep. That is a lot of advantages stacking up for the Yone.
Absolutely.
Probably won't even be able to walk up to the wave. It's an interesting choice, the hard steal on Cho'Gath. I would argue for a Jackshot for sure.
I like the hard seal because it's just another way of stacking HP, and Cho'Gath is just so good at stacking HP.
That is true, although the enemy team does have a lot of percent damage that can shred that health very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he's losing lane, he won't have many advantages to trade safely.
Yeah. Things are looking dire in the top lane there. Yone has completed his full items.
Yep.
He just has the Berserker Greaves there. He's a complete champ.
Full build, really.
Yeah.
Now getting into that Bork.
Yeah, he's building Bork there to mess up the Cho'Gath HP stack even more. Beautiful Blitzcrank hook. But Vi is there to re-engage. Flash Q.
Caitlyn barely lives. That's a really good play from the Vi.
Yeah.
Herald is up. Will be taken by Team CBS. The Seraphine pick is looking, how do I say, quite useless in the early game especially. Can't help with roams.
No. Seraphine is doing her job. She's trying to keep the Annie in lane. Just farming up. Flash on the Annie there.
Barely, not a kill. Get charmed on the tower.
There's the cleanse.
Amumu behind. Amumu ult. Annie dead. Tibor's coming behind. Tibor's dead. Vi gets caught again. Lux coming up behind.
I don't think Amumu has the damage though, so he's just gonna have to walk it off.
He does not.
But it's a good trade kill there. Annie used both cleanse and flash.
Yep.
That's why she brought the cleanse. To cleanse the Seraphine ult and get that kill there.
That was quite smart. That's why I'm not playing. It was me out of taking teleport and died there.
Yeah, probably. Or at least maybe not have gotten the kill. Blitzcrank is walking up here. He just flashes.
Caitlyn getting knocked up. Hooked back. Will she die? She does.
Yes, she does. Really good play from the Blitzcrank there. If Caitlyn is caught out like that, no need to try and force out the flash by hooking early. You just flash in there, hit that knock up, get that ult down, and that Glacial Prism there, or that Glacial Augment also just slows the...
Barely
Oof.
misses.
Unlucky there. You could see what they were trying to do, get the setup there.
I don't know how easy the Cho'Gath will be to dive. Yep, Yone dies. Herald
Yep.
will hit, but barely. And Mumu does
Yeah,
hit.
Vi seems to be in the right place at the right time twice now, or 3 times. Was able to just make plays on every single lane of the map there. First, by helping out the Caitlyn that was caught in the bot lane and killing that ADC, then ganking mid lane, able to kill the top or mid laner, and then even going up top lane to help with the Herald and even punish an overextended Yone.
Yep. Now, Drake's coming up. It's already up, actually. Both junglers coming there. Vi will
Yep.
make her way there first.
Yeah, both supports are trying to get control of the river, setting up vision, clearing vision.
I think the Caitlyn will be more useful this fight than Annie, that's for sure. Annie has no cleanse as well. Unless they force Sarah to back. She still has TP, of course. Blitz is waiting in the bush, no vision on Team Aurora side.
Vi's moving bot side. I think she was spotted on a ward though. Some pings coming out. Do they know? Vi's going for a lane gank. There is a ward in the bush though, so
She
they
is
know that the Vi is there.
No sweeper on the Vi. I think that would have been a really good lane gank if she did have sweeper. I think this will be.
There's the ult here. Do they have the damage though? I don't think so.
Yep, this is a complete waste from the Mumu. They
Yeah,
could-
bad ultimate there. I saw where his head was at, but I don't think ganking the or CCing the Annie under tower is a good idea.
Maybe if Seraphine had ult to draw her out. Cho'Gath has only 40 CS compared to Yone's 94.
Yeah.
Cho'Gath's team fight impact will be minimized for now.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna have to try and stay top lane to stop the Yone siege. Maybe get some more stacks on the grasp
Yep,
and just
he
farm
still
up, you know.
He still has teleport. He might be able to rotate bot for Drake fight, but it's still not upgraded, which means he can only teleport to a tower.
Yeah.
Blue
Blue
buff-
handed over to Seraphine there.
Yep.
Vi is ganking one more time. Going ball lane,
will sweep.
lane gank.
And Mumu's also here. He doesn't
Oof.
have no ult in the run.
There
Vice
it is.
ult. Maybe they can follow up on dash. Try for a dive. And Mumu doesn't have ult. If they think that, it's a free dive in my opinion.
Yeah.
They do seem to back off. Maybe Vi does Drake.
Yep, she's starting up Drake right now. And he gets an ult off on the Seraphine there.
I think
Chunks.
Seraphine will be forced to back this time. Unless Mumu shadows.
I think she's gonna try and clear the wave first here.
Yep. And Mumu will try and maybe go in river, make his way to the mid lane. And he doesn't have vision, going really deep in.
Ooh,
Don't
the
have-
Acto just barely misses, but Amumu is there.
Mumu does get stunned, gets hooked. Blitz takes the kill again. I don't know how good this is. Feeding kills to the Blitz.
Well, I think he had to kill the Annie there, or else Annie probably would have gotten a QW off on the Seraphine and killed her.
I don't think she had enough time to cast both her spells. They do have a good amount of cast time.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's really tight.
Either way, good punish from the overextended Annie there, trying to get the kill on the Seraphine.
Yep.
Like the proactiveness there. TP does come out for the Cho'Gath after he was shoved in. So no TP now for the Cho'Gath. However, Dragon was taken for the Team Aurora.
Keep in mind, first Herald was taken by Team CBS. Second Herald might be taken by Team CBS as well, although they still have to find a way to stop Team Aurora's Drake stacking.
TP coming in from the Yone here. He has the Bork, so he can just shred right through the
Yep.
Cho'Gath,
Barely.
HP there. Just barely leaving him alive there.
Yep.
Hook goes wide from the Blitzcrank.
This Caitlyn Lux lane is getting online, but that's really late into the game. Level 8 and 7 both. Yone might get the kill here. He will.
I think he
No.
kills him. Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Kills him with the E there. Even pulls out the Vi ultimate. No Vi ultimate there.
Yep.
Gives more info for the team there. Ball lane now can play a little bit more aggressive now that they know Vi is topside.
That should be held for Team CBS though.
A nice invade here by the Amumu. Trying to steal the blue buff over. Will he take it? I believe so.
Even if Vi does try to take it, Yone is there.
Oh, the hit does come out here.
Amumu ults up, gets hit, that's a kill.
Yep. Beautiful cancel from the Amumu there. His ultimate canceled the Q channel from Vi to try and stop Vi from jumping over that wall there.
Yep, that's very key for the whole kill. I do
Yep.
wonder if they'll do Herald or just try to rotate in mid and
Yeah, I think they're gonna go Herald here. Yone can probably solo it. I mean, they killed the jungler, so it's pretty much free now.
Yep. Ash ult goes wide. Hook hits.
Blitzcrank does hook.
Lux ult off. No, not enough damage on Blitzcrank. Caitlyn will go down. That might be a double kill. Lux does have flash. She flashes the wrong direction. She does die as well. That's a double kill.
Yeah,
It's getting really scary.
yeah, good play there from the Blitzcrank. Even though he got hooked, that Caitlyn, his positioning wasn't quite as good. He was able to get a hook off on the Caitlyn there. Tank through most of the damage.
There's a pulse coming in.
Yep, seems like top laner.
Top laner's AFK for Team of Aurora.
All right. Well, from what you've seen so far, how do you think this game is gonna play out here?
I do think Team CBS will win, at least this game. Albeit Team Aurora do have 2 Drakes. If they can maybe delay to the late game, they should be able to force a win if they get Soul, which I don't actually know what it is. But if they get Soul and Cho'Gath skills, they might have a chance
It's
to win.
wind.
That win Soul won't really help them though, would it? That would be much more useful on Team CBS, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, wind Dragon Soul is probably the worst Dragon Soul there is. So a bit unlucky there with the roll. However, you got to make do with what you got. Yeah. So what would you say is the win condition that that Team Aurora have to cling to here? Have to try and focus in on to try and
They really have to
through.
get that mid prior. They have to somehow force the tower to fall down so they have more space around the map, and then focus on stacking them Drakes. They have 2 already. Team CBS have none. Best case scenario, that's a 27-minute soul.
Yeah, definitely push the mid tower down. Try and get priority over the bottom side river. Get vision down and maybe try and go for some of the picks when someone's trying to clear that ward. I mean, they do have a good pick comp, so I can definitely see that working.
We're just getting information. The top laner for Team Aurora has fully left the game.
Seems like his internet has gone out.
Yep. I do wonder if that will get fixed this day, or maybe that will be a forfeit for Team Aurora.
Well, that's interesting. It seems like Bione there kind of destroyed him so hard in lane he rage quit.
Yeah. I wouldn't really argue for a rage quit, but maybe he knocked his internet connection out, hit him too hard in the head.
Yeah, maybe.
Everything's possible in League of Legends.
Maybe a bird flew into the satellite dish,
Yeah.
knocked out the internet.
It has to be a space bird though. Maybe one with tentacles instead of feathers.
Yeah, definitely. I like the Radiant Virtue buy on the Amumu there.
It is really good, especially in those team fights that should be coming up.
Yeah, I mean, Seraphine and Amumu will really provide even more support for their team with the healing and shielding that Seraphine's E and Amumu's ult now gives.
Yep. Ash has also gone shield bow, which will provide her even more safety. That should pretty much make her immortal with Seraphine.
Yeah, I mean, if she didn't have shield bow there in that one fight where she got the double kill, she would have died.
Yep. Blitzcrank still may have had the damage to finish it, but still, she would have died.
Yeah, well, we're still waiting for an update on where Stewie is gone.
If this game does go on, I think it will be interesting to see if Ash goes on hit with maybe Bork and Rageblade or full crit.
Mm-hmm.
I think the shield bow angle is quite interesting versus the Cho'Gath that stacks a lot of health. I'd argue that Krakenslayer would be better.
Yeah, but how much of a 49 CS Cho'Gath really has that much agency in this game, you know?
That's good adaptability on the ADC player for sure. And Yone being in a position to put Cho'Gath behind so much.
Yeah, I mean, if Yone keeps splitting, Cho'Gath isn't really going to have any place in the team fights. He's going to have to be side laning to try and stop Yone. So
can't
Ash
side
probably
lane.
won't even have to fight against the Cho'Gath.
He can't side lane either. Best case
Yeah.
scenario, goes mid and tries to survive Seraphine poke. And he might try to match Yone push, although she'll probably get dove and die. We do have information he's back, but there is an interruption on his side. We're trying to get him to reconnect. There is a client-sided issue, as we said. I hope this game goes live soon, so we can get on with the casting.
Yep.
It does look like quite an interesting game.
Yeah, I really want to see this game play out. I hope Stewie comes back.
They do still have the Twink edition with the Drakes, which is good on the Vi for stacking them.
Yeah, they definitely have a path to victory here. Yeah, interesting to see.
Team Aurora does seem to be ready. We're just waiting
Alright.
for the game to start now. And
Oh.
the game is finally live.
Game is back.
Yep.
Thank you everyone who's been watching for your patience. Luckily, the game has started again, so let's get back into the action.
Hopefully we don't get any more interruptions and the live goes steady.
No, I don't think so.
Uh,
It's gonna be smooth sailing now.
I doubt it as well. It does seem to be rare to have a smooth cast.
Flash from the Cho'Gath there, Yone uses Z.
That Borg damage is really big though.
Yep. Crazy Bork damage. Gets the kill off on top lane there.
If this keeps going on, I don't know how much of a win con they have, even with the soul.
Yeah, Yone has Herald too. If the Vi is moving right now, but maybe the Annie needs to move as well. Yone could probably push to inhib tower. He does pop the... Oh, he gets the ult off on the Vi here.
Really big vision that was left over from the last time I was there. I think it was Yone's ward as well. That Amumu Q does hit on the Lux. No ult coming out. I think that would be enough damage to finish her. Caitlyn's still under the tower, might get dove. Lux doesn't have flash, she goes down.
Yeah, they gave the kill over to the Ashe there. They might have heard you when you said
Oh,
Blitzcrank took the kill there.
doesn't have shield bow, which does open him up to getting bursted here. He doesn't have flash as well. That's a kill for Cho'Gath, 1k shutdown. I do argue it was better used on the Vi as well. But gotta work with what you got.
Yeah, I mean, Cho'Gath getting that 700 gold shutdown is quite good. Maybe he'll be able to finish the hard steal.
3 people, and he goes down. There's nothing you can do. She did have flash and plans, but just decided to keep him. That was
Yeah, I don't think it was worth it to use the cleanse there. Probably would have died no matter what.
Seraphine did have flash, she could have chased over the wall. This
Third dragon's about to come up here.
Yep. They don't have complete vision control. There's still a ward for Team Aurora in the pit.
Yep. But mid has prio and so does the bot lane.
They
So
did
let's see
down
if
the
this guy can get a hook somewhere here.
Seraphim's lurking in the bushes. Vi might try to have a steal it, but
Yep, no ultimate on the Seraphim, but there is an ultimate on the Mumu.
Vi gets hooked. No follow-up from Team Aurora. Vi just goes down. There's nothing to do.
Yep, and that secures them the Drake right there.
Yep.
Just pulling the jungler towards them and says, "Hey, you know what? I don't want to flip this dragon. I'm gonna make it 100% towards us."
Yeah. And they don't have anything else to try and steal it except Cho'Gath, but he's too busy top lane. Stun out to Yone. Yone does seem to go down as well. This is not optimal for Team BDS as well.
PBS.
Yeah, I messed up the names. I'm really sorry.
Okay, bro. No, it was good. It was a good Yone ult there. He buffered the Annie ults. Oh, Blitzcrank was hiding in the bush there.
Let's rank knockup. There isn't a lot of fall. Oh, hits hook. Caitlyn should go down here, no? Yep.
Yep. Just some good play there from the Blitzcrank, playing around the vision that Team Aurora have in the ball in there.
Now, when we've seen this draft live from Team Aurora, it is quite questionable what they were thinking with the Vi pick. They don't have a lot of follow-up on that, do they? Unless Cho'Gath gets a Q as well. They do get bot tier 1. That opens up a lot of space for them on the map. They can lane swap to mid, send Seraphim bot.
Yeah, definitely. Seraphine is sitting on 2 completed items here. Leandry's in a fully stacked Seraph's Embrace. That shields, that mana shield will really help Seraphine survive. Maybe another gank from the Vi and Annie there. So, good purchases coming out there.
Yeah, it's a really big buy as well. Seraphs is, dare I say, broken at this point.
Yeah, quite broken.
The shield is bigger than anything you get on shield bot for sure, and arguably better than most Derek shields.
Seems like they're starting up Baron early here. I mean, Yone does have the damage and the sustain.
Yeah,
If they don't have the vision, then it's quite unexpected to do a 21-minute Baron here.
They do have the damage, I think it was.
Yeah, they definitely do have the damage.
It should have been something that Team Aurora have to expect, but they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I don't think they expected them to take Dragon this early. Or Baron, I mean, Baron this early.
Now they have even more pressure into their jungle. All side lanes pushed in.
Really good macro call from Team CBS there. They looked at the champions that they had. They looked at the vision around them. They saw that they definitely have they could definitely kill the Baron there. So they went for it, and it definitely paid off. Just a free Baron.
They don't have the best of siege, but they definitely threaten towers, especially with the Blitzcrank hook. And then
or in a Mumu engage under tower with an ult.
Yep. And have follow-up as well, unlike Team Aurora.
Seems like most of Team Aurora are topside here, so Ash and Blitzcrank are able to push that tier 2 ball lane.
Yep. Another 550 gold, 600 actually for Ash.
Yeah. Blitzcrank is just shadowing, trying to get a hook there. Vi, Kaylin, and Lux are bot. Seems like Vi is just pushing up to try and push the Ash and Blitzcrank away.
Yep.
And he is hiding out in their red side jungle.
Yep.
Maybe trying to collapse on the bot lane there before she has to go catch the wave.
Push on the tier 3 again. He died here twice before.
He played it smart there. Instead of going for the champion, he goes for the tower.
Yep.
Nothing much Cho'Gath can do there on the Yone. So he's able to just E in there, get the tower.
Oh, Yone will get caught out, but I don't think he'll die, especially with the amount of healing he has.
Yeah.
Surfing skill as well, Vi goes down. That means Cho'Gath down as well, they don't have the damage to anyone. This is probably a top inhib in mid tier 3.
No, definitely a good play there from Yone to try and buy some time for his teammates to catch up and counter gank there. I liked...
Knocked up, stun, silenced. No follow-up though. Surfing still mid. Caitlyn goes down with Jacob and maybe next towers even if they want to push it. No, instead they will rotate mid. That's quite an interesting call. Maybe they don't want to open all the inhibs since Drake's coming up as well.
We'll see how they want to do this.
All 4 mid. 5 actually. Push. Take tier 3. Team Aurora can't do much. They have 2 of their members down.
You're gonna take mid and nib here.
Yep, and all the rangeships are open as well. No tier 3 towers
Yep.
survive.
Again, top inhib here.
Down. Cho'Gath getting hooked. Amumu doesn't have both kills kill. Cho'Gath goes down. Lux barely lives. Yone will get shut down. Fly goes down though.
And the last inhib is being taken down here by the Ashe.
This does seem to be game for Team CBS.
Ooh,
Hit a massive stun. That's a lot of damage on the Ashe, but not enough. That's shielding from the Seraphine is massive.
yeah, very, very big there. I did like the play though. Really good ult there. Unluckily there wasn't enough follow-up.
Yep. Maybe if Lux was ready to receive the follow-up, she could have ulted Dash and killed her, but she got to be ready for that. Maybe that's something on team communication that they have to work on.
Nexus is open for Team Aurora here. It seems like Team CBS are moving off, resetting, buying some items, and then going for the dragon here.
No. That Ashe has pretty much perfect CS, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, good CS, good kills.
In the early game, we expected that Yone to be turbo fed, but now the Ashe is ahead more than the Yone. Almost full build. Item half off. I do expect her to build Phantom Dancer. She might go for Rapid Fire or Renounce though. I think
Yeah.
the cat power's
I
better.
don't think she'll be able to finish another item. I think the game might end soon.
Probably will, especially with Yone going on the bot.
Yeah, they just got dragon and they're pushing in the waves now. They got
Vi does have ult, maybe this is Yone caught out.
yeah. They have double super minion waves here. I think Team Aurora are gonna have to focus a lot more on trying to clear the waves here.
Cho'Gath will probably go down by the looks of it. No flash.
Yep,
nothing.
Seraphine ult there. Yone, beautiful
Yep.
3-man ult there.
Incredible. With Blitz Hook as well. Momo Q into Blitz Hook. That's the game.
Yep, and that's game one.
Team CBS.
Game one goes over to Team CBS. Well, on the backs of the Yone top lane and the Ashe carry there. A little bit of help from the Amumu jungle and Seraphine to kind of facilitate and set up most of those engagements there.
Yeah, this was quite an interesting game, especially how Team CBS played it. Team Aurora didn't have much to do.
They had some sparks in the beginning of the game there with the early gank from Vi catching that Seraphine more than once actually.
Vi was playing really well. I think she was the catalyst to most of the kills that went over to Team Aurora. Annie as well, but without them too, it was probably game at 15.
Yep. All right. I think now we are going to go to a short break, and then we'll be back with game 2 of the series.
Yep.
All right. See. Yeah. Yeah, I think that might work.
Yo, you're back! Oh my god. Well, that's have you ever tried to restart something? Okay, I will not keep you on off. Have fun.
All right, thank you.
We're alive now, right?
Yeah, we're live. All right. We were just speaking to each other for the past 7 minutes.
There was a technical issue on our production team. It's been resolved now. But
Yeah, it's been fixed. So let's get back into the pick and ban here. The first 3 picks from both teams have been decided. On Team CBS, there's an A-Soul, there's a Viego, and there's a Vel'Koz support.
Yep.
Yeah. Since you guys didn't hear me, I did predict that A-Soul was going to be picked by Yasuo there. He's been playing it very recently. It's still very, very good, even after all these hot fixes and nerfs. So yeah.
Sedge and Darius bans come out of Team CBS.
Mhm.
Quite interesting.
Yep. And there's an Aphelios pick for bot lane on Team CBS.
With Vel'Koz, they do have good synergy, especially if Aphelios gets the white buff.
Oh, it's not even an Aphelios.
Ezreal, that's a really good poke coming out.
It is earlier.
Team Aurora will pick up the control mage. Nothing's coming out. They're still wondering what to pick. A set, maybe? That's a hover. Yep, locked in.
Oh.
That's a really solid team comp from Team CBS, that's for sure. Have a lot of lockdown. Vel'Koz knock up.
Yeah. Good ratio of AP and AD.
Viego can pretty much take up any body he wants as long as he gets an assist on it. Garen might come out from Team Aurora. It does come out. Well, I think that would be a really interesting matchup top lane. Definitely a kill lane, so we should be focusing on that.
All right.
We got it to game now. This will either be win for Team CBS, so 2-0, or maybe we go to game 3.
Yep. Yep. We're just waiting for the spectator delay here. All right. Well, Victor into a soul. Early on, I think Victor can poke, but I don't think he has the kill pressure damage available to maybe force the Acel out of lane. The W is quite good if you put it on the Aurelian Soul when he's channeling his Q. Almost always a guaranteed stun there.
The thing with the new ASO is he has a quite an awkward lane, I'd say, but after mid game, especially when he gets Road of Ages and finishes serfs,
Yeah, gets loads of stacks as well on his passive.
he becomes a tank pretty much, and does an incredible amount of damage.
Yeah. All right. Seems like draft was canceled. They're redoing draft because of
Yep.
previous words about Acel being banned early on when he was released.
Yep.
Acel is able to be played now, but seems like Team Aurora didn't know that and they didn't ban Acel because they thought it was banned.
That's quite an unfortunate thing. That was a really interesting draft, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially from Team Aurora, how they played it out.
Yeah, so I guess it's gonna be a full remake on the draft here.
Yep.
If anything, I'm gonna predict a Aurelian Soulband from Team Aurora.
Unless they want to pick it up for themselves.
Well, they are red side, so they don't have first pick.
Yep. Then yeah, probably be a ban.
All right. Well, in lieu of that, let's see here. Yeah, we are currently working on getting the second draft lobby set up.
Yep.
It's gonna be a full
Soon,
remake.
soon we should have an improved way of doing these draft setups, so it's faster and easier for everyone.
Yep.
In the meantime, we'll be stuck with this, unfortunately.
All right. Let's
Yep.
see here. All right, a new lobby has been made.
Draft should start up any moment.
Just need to wait for both teams to ready up. We'll be underway with the second draft quite soon. All right. So if Acel is banned, who do you think they're going to pick mid lane?
For Team CBS, that's a really interesting question because they did lane swap, and to be honest, it really depends on the draft. If they want to play something like last game, I'd pick a mage again, something like Seraphine, safe, and you don't have to worry about it. It can take care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't pick something that's forward unless they want to play to mid lane, but then you have a weak side top probably, which opens up the possibility for a tank.
All right. Second draft is underway.
Ban Zeri immediately from Team CBS.
Yep. Graphics will. Oh. Graphics will catch up soon. Just bear with us.
Warwick banned from Team Aurora, same thing as last game.
Mhm.
Nothing seems to change on the Warwick pick. They really don't want to play into it, which is really fine since it is problematic in the top lane especially.
Yeah. And also, one of the players on Team CBS kind of has a name for Warwick. Insanity Wolf. Insanity Wolf. Get it? All
Vega
right.
out of Team
The
Aurora.
classic Thresh and Veigar ban to ban out the one tricks on either team.
I think the Zeri ban is really good because you don't have to ban something like Kalulu.
Yeah. Oh, that's good too, yeah.
Maybe Yumi because she was just reworked and she's really strong, but that's up to them to decide.
Yeah. So Acel wasn't banned again. Are, are they just going to pick Acel again?
If it's first pick the ban again, then
I think they're able to pick Acel, right?
yeah, why redo draft if you're gonna let it slide again? Unless Team CDS decides.
Yeah, oh, it's banned for now until we announce it. Okay, it's still banned. It's still banned. That's why I didn't ban it.
Oh, that's good. Diego first pick. That should have probably been expected from Team CBS. You have a really few good answers into Diego. In the 1v1, it's really few that can actually answer him. Something that can outmatch his strengths in the gank and objective sector.
Yep, double Viego with style.
MF pick coming out.
Yeah. Maybe a Recon pick again.
Maybe. Other option maybe something like a Leon or Nautilus. Nautilus
Yeah.
would be good
You know what I like? I like an Amumu.
Yeah. Amumu support would actually be really good.
Yeah, Amumu MF. It was played last Worlds. Quite OP. You just get an ult off. MF can just ult underneath, and it's crazy damage. Nautilus works just as well. Good setup.
I got it right as well. I think the Nautilus ult will be really good for shutting down Viego. Depends on what Team CBS picks now. The Team Aurora may end up with no AoE CC, which could be problematic, especially if Team CBS pick something like a scaling mage mid, would be hard to shut down. Ezreal coming out
Yep, safe laner, soaks up pressure, easy form.
might be paired with Vel'Koz again.
Yeah,
Other option would be something like a Lux.
or maybe a Morgana. Something
Perhaps
to maybe cancel out the CC from the Nautilus.
that would be a good pick. One binding
Yeah,
on
I
Nautilus,
think it's a Morgana.
one binding onto Nautilus, and he can't engage for 3 seconds on max rank.
Yeah, and the Black Shield as well. It just cancels out all the CC.
Yep, Black Shield on Viego especially. Let's say the Viego's really fed, you can't shut him down as long as Morgana's there.
And it's a Nocturne, I think.
That's a really interesting pick.
I like it. I like a jungle. The jungler on Team Aurora plays Nocturne quite a bit. After level 6, it has one of the most overpowered ults in the game. A very big dash that can just obviously just shoot out pure terror in the enemy team's face. You know.
They don't have a lot of counterplay to it. They don't have good disengage except the Morgana Black Shield and the Ezreal E.
Yeah, I mean Ezreal is quite slippery.
Yeah, that's Ezreal mid actually.
Is it?
I think so. There's
Uh,
be an Aphelios pick. So coming out from Team CBS.
those are from the old draft, I think.
No.
No.
Or am I delusional? I might be delusional actually.
Yeah, just maybe.
No, I think this is either a brain issue on my side or a UI issue on the production team.
All right, yeah, I think it's a brain issue, buddy. All right, Garen got banned, and Darius got banned, and for Team Aurora, they banned Set and Nasus.
4 juggernauts off the list.
Hmm?
4 juggernauts off the list.
Yeah, 4 Juggernauts off the list. One with quite a bit of good scaling there as well.
Yep.
Let's see here. I think the Aphelios and Viego, or the Aphelios, Victor, Set, and Garen. Yeah, they're gonna get swapped out with the new picks. So Vex seems to be hovered here. Is it gonna be picked?
That would be a really good pick, especially versus the Viego Ezreal.
Yeah, I feel like the Ezreal has quite a bit more range than the Vex.
Thing with Vex is the fear is really big. If she hits a fear in a team fight, it pretty much decides the outcome. If she has
Right. And that's a Seraphine for Team CBS.
good counter pick on the Vex. Outranges her.
Yeah, I think that's going mid. I think it's Ezreal. Is it? Yeah, I think it's Ezreal balling.
Yep.
Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, blind picking Vex. Vex is more of like a counter champion. Like really good into champions that have dashes, who's melee range, close range. But most of these champions on the enemy team here, except for maybe the Viego and Ornn, don't really get affected by the Vex.
Illaoi getting covered, might get picked from Team Aurora.
Or Urgot.
Yep. Both would be fine picks, although Urgot might have a better lane versus Ornn, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Has that unstoppable dash to get on top of him. Albeit the 4 on the smart heal.
It was the Illaoi. Illaoi got picked.
Yep. That's great team fighting, mid game
Yep.
especially. With
So there are the picks. Let's see how this goes. So it seems to be a Morgana, Ezreal bot lane with a Seraphine mid, Viego jungle, and Ornn top for Team CBS. And for Team Aurora, it will be a Illaoi top lane, Nocturne jungle, Vex mid, MF and Nautilus bot lane, I believe. Though most of the players on their team have role swaps, I believe.
This is a really big shakeup from what we saw last game. This mid lane matchup really depends on how it goes early. If Vex gets a lead, she can pretty much neutralize the Seraphine, just killing her. Because she is quite squishy unless she gets the big fat shield, which she gets late game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. I think Illaoi has some bully potential into the Ornn top lane. If she hits those E's, she can get some good damage off.
Yep.
Ornn is a mage, assassin, tank, healer,
Everything.
ADC support, jungler, bruiser. What else?
Truly.
Archmage, Sage, Rogue, Wizard. You know, he's just everything. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see how this goes out. How this goes down here. Viego and Nocturne jungle. I would love to see some juicy invades from the Nocturne. He does have the advantage in the duels in the jungles with that really nice fear, that spell shield, and then also the Q that just gives him a path towards another kill. You know.
Yep. I think the team Aurora are not able to pick things up during the mid game. They do get outscaled from Team
Mhm.
CBS.
Yeah, seems
Especially
like
with,
Team Aurora are on a timer, definitely.
albeit the Nocturne does provide really great map cover with result during the
Yeah.
late game as well.
And they have some good team fighting as well. The Alawi, though, I mean, Alawi, she is really good against champions that want to go into her. You know, 5 melee champions all on top of her. Her ultimate will keep her alive and kill everyone else.
yeah,
But
it's Orn and Viego on Team CBS that
yeah, exactly. And the other damage dealers slash supports aren't really going to get close enough for Alawi to do anything really. So we're gonna have to see how this team fighting goes. If Vex can hit some clutch ultimates, maybe get a nice fear that'll lead into a Nautilus ultimate and an MF ult, and then Nocturne just kind of flies into the backline. It'll be a chaotic fight. I feel like Team Aurora have a. It's a lot easier for them to execute their composition, and Team CBS are gonna have to try a little bit harder to get some spacing, you know, play well into the Nocturne and kind of dodge the Nautilus hooks and try and survive the Vex and Nautilus engage, you know?
Yeah. I think Team Aurora are lacking quite a bit of CC. The only real CC they have is Vex. Everything else is pretty much single target. If they
Yeah.
have multiple,
Nautilus has the ults, which can knock up there.
Yeah.
They once again they have a good pick comp. If they get a hook on someone, that's
kill pretty much. Or
well, if they get a hook on like maybe the Viego,
Yeah.
or the Seraphine. But if Morgana's nearby and she's slinging those black shields out, it's going to be quite hard to get an engage down, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I think Team Aurora should be looking for a level 2 fight or something like that, especially if they can get Nocturne 3 camping into a bot gank, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Viego can obviously counter if he is sure that his team can survive the gank. He can maybe go invade.
No, we are currently loading into the game. Spectator delay is over.
There's
There is
clan
a yeah.
with Morgana Q, I presume, or maybe Seraphine Charm.
Yeah. No, I mean MF. She's going cleanse for the Morgana Q. I think definitely. If she gets hooked.
Away.
Yeah. There's an exhaust on the Ezreal as well, which cleanse will get rid of.
I think this would be a really interesting early game on the bot lane.
Yeah. Let's see how they start off. Will they 5-man stack somewhere, maybe go for an invade, or will it be the usual 5-point play?
I don't know how good of an idea it is for an invade here. If they do hit a hook, it will be great. Maybe blow stones, but still. They do have.
Seems like most of Team Aurora are moving down here in the lane and bot lane.
If they can catch Ezreal here, it's big.
Yeah.
No flash on the ADC.
No, but it was a good point into Ezreal E there.
Yep.
To just
Ezreal is really smart with that.
Yep.
Keeping his points. I think it would be even smarter if Morgana didn't start Q. If she saved their points, maybe put it into E.
No, but I think yeah. No, yeah, you're right. All is well that ends well. I mean, they get a flash from the Nautilus there, even an exhaust to try and catch up to the Ezreal there. So both stones on the support on Team Aurora have already been burned even before lane. We're gonna see if Insanity Wolf is going to be able to capitalize on that sound deficiency in bot lane.
Yeah, this is really punishing their early game capacity to go aggressive, especially with Nautilus no sums.
Yeah, definitely. All right, usual blue start for Team Aurora there, with the help of Team Aurora's ball lane, and also a red start for Team CBS there.
I like the top start last game from Team CBS. I think it would have been a good idea here as well. Maybe clear blue red into Krug, then gank, so we can get both buffs. I'm still full clear. That's really good as well. Cook hits. Morgana hits binding as well.
Yeah,
Nothing.
they
goes-
can't really trade that well early on. Ezreal did have to scale a point into his E.
Doesn't have that much damage output on level 1.
No,
Ilawi is losing trades. That's not too good for her, since she wants to be the bully usually.
yep. Vex though is getting some poke down on the Seraphine there. Hitting
Ignite
some good
can't really-
EEs with fear. Seraphine trying to farm.
Oof, that's really close on the.
Yeah. The Birdo plus grass proc. Oh man, it's just great to see those happen. You just see 400 damage pop off.
Ilawi also started longsword, so she doesn't have any extra sustain or health that D-Shield would give.
Yeah, she already used up all 3 of her health potions, so she's probably gonna have to recall soon.
Yep. Viego is pathing top as well. That was a really good start. I don't know if it was on purpose, but it works out great anyway.
Yeah, no, probably.
That's really close. She has a bit more damage. No, Nocturne's coming up first before Viego. He skips.
Oh yeah,
He'll maybe force out flash for more.
yeah, he's probably gonna have to flash here.
Aaron uses his unstoppability. Yeah, he does flash.
Oh,
Barely
there was
did.
the flash out from the Alawi, but it seems like Viego and Nocturne here are fighting. Ornn is able to come up and help, so Nocturne is gonna have to. Oh,
Nope, that was. That
that
was.
was. Oh, and the minions just killed the Alawi.
Yep. That was really unfortunate for Team Aurora.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
They
A
allowed-
little misclick there from Nocturne. Ends up with a kill for the Viego.
There does seem to be a connection issue for the Ilawi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see if any of that gets fixed, if the game pause happens soon or not. As of right now, the game is still going on.
Yep. Bot is going pretty much normally. Only 5 CS lead for the MF. I think both teams were expecting a lot of more early action in the bot lane since they were taking bomb plating for early trades. That's a really good strategy if you're going aggressive early, but it doesn't seem to be happening.
Yeah. I mean, early on, Nocturne really doesn't have that much gank potential. He needs to hit level 6, and that's when he can start performing those really big ultimate ganks, you know?
That top play was able to be negated by the Nocturne if he was able to flash over the wall. I think it was still a great position for Team Aurora, since Nocturne has much better gank potential level 6 than Viego.
Yeah, well, it seems like Stewie has disconnected, and he's currently AFK in base right now. Unfortunate. We'll see if he's able to reconnect here. But Team Aurora are still playing on, even though they are a man down. So I think maybe we don't have to worry that much about it.
Getting caught out again.
Oh, and there's the pause.
I think this was really good attempt from Team Aurora to go on, but they'll have to call in the pause for their top laner.
Alright, well, since we've got in game pause here. Seems like Stewie's internet is struggling, which sucks. Sucks to hear. Hopefully, you can get that fixed soon.
Hopefully. This is just really tough for Team Aurora. I think their mid and jungle are playing really good. It just comes out down to internet issues and some connectivity.
Oh, Stewie has reconnected.
Yep. We're just waiting for pause to come down so we can continue on.
He just needs to load in, I think, and then we'll see in the chat. Both teams typing ready, and then we'll be underway with the game again. Oh, I noticed as well. Vex is going to ignite, maybe trying to get some of those early pressure, early game kills. You know, setting up for the Nocturne.
One
maybe
thing
even-
I noticed is that both mid laners have no mana, but
Yep.
Seraphine does have a health advantage, and pots as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that does prevent Vex to a certain degree from going aggressive.
Oh, definitely, yes. But when she gets reset, she is level 6. She can maybe try and look to her own ball lane, or maybe even top lane if there is a thing.
Game is
right.
live. Nocturne will escape, which is really good play by him, playing around with the fear.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Another connectivity issue from our production team.
Game is paused as of right now.
Yep. We again do apologize for all the issues with the connection. We're trying to keep it stable.
There you go, and we're back.
Binding does connect to Nautilus, but there's no follow-up damage.
Yep. If they try and follow up there, I think Nocturne or Nautilus can just get a hook back on one of them. So it's a good idea to just get that poke down, stack that first strike, get some more gold. You know.
Yep.
Just
Both-
stay relevant in lane.
Hook barely misses. The Thorn is definitely more tanky than the Ilawi has.
Yeah.
Although Ilawi does get Sheen and she has lots
Yeah,
of
unluckily Alawi was AFK for a few waves, so there is an XP difference top lane.
few levels. That's not really good for a lane bully, unfortunately.
Yep.
Does have the team fight strength, of course, which I want to see abused here. Hook barely misses.
Okay, that makes sense. So, alright. Bit of poke coming down here. MF and Nautilus are pushing the wave in. Getting some more poke down. He was not timed there, so wasn't able to get the knock up. But he is ulting. Gets the knock up. He's just tanking the tower here, making sure that Viego gets the kill. Really good dive executed there.
Yeah, that's a really unfortunate situation. Nocturne is still bot. He might look for a bot gank. He's
Yeah,
not-
instead he since he saw the Viego top side, he's going for Dragon.
If we can get level 6 off of Drake and maybe Crux, he can look for a gank, even a
Yeah,
dive.
definitely.
Hook does connect, shield goes off, defends herself.
Yeah. And that just shows how good of a pick Morgana is there. Can just cancel out the CC of the engage.
But versus all engaged support, she's a really solid pick. Hook does connect on Ezreal. Does
But it was a
use
good rip by Morgana to keep MF away from dealing damage on the CC'd Ezreal.
Ezreal does have no mana. So
Yep.
there's an angle to be abused. Viego is coming bot. Team Aurora have no vision on Viego. They are sensing something. They're moving up. Put vision down in the tribush. Nautilus coming up. They might go
Oof.
off. Viego gets stunned anyway, but goes over the wall, so he's safe.
Yeah, good buffer there from the Viego. Uses
Big-
the Unstoppable from his ultimate to cancel out the Nautilus ult.
They have pretty similar cooldowns as well, so it doesn't affect them much.
Ezreal is still staying in lane, just farming up, even though he doesn't really have that much mana.
Without Nautilus ult, it will be quite harder to lock down Ezreal.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think dive is an option. They do use flash from Ezreal. I don't think.
And
that
heal.
Ezreal no ult. That flash wasn't really necessary. But
I think flashing early is better than flashing after you've gone chipped down to about 100 HP.
that's good.
If
as
you're
well.
gonna flash, then you gotta flash early.
He did plan on staying, so that's good on him for realizing it.
Yeah.
Not panic flashing.
Definitely. MF and Nautilus pushed that wave in, and then they recalled here.
Definitely a small teleport back with the Aurora bot lane. No, both junglers are topside. Mid lanes are all in lane. Seraphine is half mana, which might drop her to half the recall, although both mid laners have block chapter.
Yeah. I feel like after the early level, Seraphine can kind of hold her own, sustain off.
Vex does get booted. Fear misses. Diego is in the bush. No vision on him.
There is no fear. Yep, forces out the flash. But the Seraphine ult does not hit. Good attempt there from Team CBS. They played to the strengths, they baited out the fear from the Vex. Ornn going in here, hits the nice combo. The flash is a bit early there from Stewie. Ooh! Hits the second part of the ult there, and then flashes out of tower range before he gets killed from the tower. Clean solo bow from Little Sparrow, top lane there.
Definitely good play. You're going into the Vex. Diego is punching him down. He will ult. I think this is Vex going down. No flash on
Yep.
as well. Just another pick for Viego. That's a 3-0 Viego we have to worry about.
Yeah, definitely. Really good play there. He understood that the Vex would try and roam and try and kill that low HP Ornn top lane. So we just stood in the path and waited for the Vex to walk right into him.
Good call on the jungler. Really good.
Yeah.
Ornn still escapes. Viego shadowing him really well.
Mhm.
Taking Nocturne stop jungle. Also, Nocturne does seem to be building into a Triforce, which isn't commonly seen on Nocturnes. That's really interesting as well. Might actually be a Stride Breaker.
Yeah. Most likely a Stridebreaker, I think.
Both are viable picks in this option. Yeah.
I think they're setting up for a Nocturne ult here.
Shield, yeah.
There it is.
Going in, that's Morgana down. Pick from Nocturne, that's really good. MF ulting wave, pushing that in. Nocturne is still here. MF will go down. Nocturne, I don't think will be able to pick up the kill.
Yeah.
Ezreal lives. That's an even exchange.
Yeah, maybe even better actually. Support does go down there, and I went to the Nocturne. But MF, she loses maybe a wave of CS there.
Depends on
And
how
gives a kill over to the ADC, so.
Nocturne can maybe impact the map with the skill. MF will be better late game. Really depends on how you play it out. Ornn is really.
Viego's moving top to try and dive this Alawi here.
It's just
It is warded. He is spotted on a ward.
he
And
will.
he's able to get out.
Nocturne still doesn't have ult. That's a really big cooldown without Axiom Mark.
Yeah.
Has a lot of downtime.
Yeah, popping their whole top lane to try and get first tower. Good idea. But they are giving up priority for Dragon in the bot side. Seems like Nocturne is ready to start hitting it when it spawns.
Yeah. I hope this is not a repeat of the last game where they get both early Drakes but then lose out on third and fourth. That's big damage on Alawi.
Oh, he canceled his auto attack like 4 times there. I think that was a little bit BM there. He's trying to dance in front of him.
Yep. Alawi's trying to back. I don't think Ornn will let her.
Yeah, wow, look at that. Seraphine has a bounty. 0 kills, 0 deaths, 0 assists. Just has a bit more CS than the Vex and already has a 150 gold bounty.
Bounty system in a nutshell.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. Oh,
Vision is being cleared out by Viego, trying to clean up what was left over from the Drake fight.
Morgana gets caught out here.
Oh, Black Shield. That was a really
Oh. Really good block there from the Black Shield, actually.
Binding Edge. Black Shield go wide. I do think this will be even, no? Do you have any follow-up on either side?
No. Yeah, Viego is there, so he's able to cancel out the gank there.
Just flash hits. Gets MF, reset on Viego. Will they have follow-up? Yeah, they do. Professor was...
Oof.
That's again another trade. That's really unfortunate for Team BDS.
Yeah, Ezreal got a little bit over-aggressive there, trying to get some more poke damage on the Nautilus, maybe kill him. Nocturne was there to just flash smite him. Trying to kill back.
Smite does do more damage than last season, especially the Red Smite.
Yeah, Vex gets an ult off, full combo on the Seraphine here.
Barely.
There is a
not-
flash away though from the Seraphine to dodge out from the full combo and survive.
Yep.
Really well played here by the Seraphine.
Diego is coming up behind Vex, so he can.
Yeah, but she has that super long range and very high damage, so she can just clear the wave. She doesn't really have to worry that much.
Charm goes wide barely. Diego will try to chase Nautilus here though.
Yep.
Red
They're just gonna disengage. Seraphine can recall here after she cleared the wave.
That was good use of Morgana's downtime by Nautilus. Going to roam mid, saving
Yeah.
Vex.
Yeah, definitely.
All in this, coming up behind Nocturne here. He's 3 levels up, that's really big. Diego's level 9 as well. I don't think Ilawi has the damage even at all.
They're going for the Alawi instead of the Nocturne here. Good turn.
Binding does connect, I don't think they'll be able to follow up. Still, Nautilus getting chunked out a bit.
Seraphine is pushing in the tower here. Get some poke damage on the Vex.
There's a really big difference in health on the mid-tier ones. Team CBS has
Nocturne is ulting mid here, going up on the Seraphine.
Seraphine
She's
does
already
play.
under tower. So she's able to escape the Nocturne ult.
Seraphine is really out-farming the Vex. 172 CS compared to 111. The Aurora bot lane is really low. I think this Morgana will fit.
Ooh!
Reconnect, this is double kill.
Yeah.
Really good play by Nautilus.
Yeah, he was able to flash out last second there, bait the Morgana into the bush there, overextend. And then MF hits a really nice Q bounce on the minion to just one-shot the Ezreal. Really good play from the Aurora bot lane here.
That is also a really big CS advantage for the MF.
Ornn, as the Jack shows, it's fully stacked. Will they be able to have enough damage here?
I think it will be quite enough actually. Might even be a double kill. Depends on
Yeah.
if they want to push it.
Diego was there, he was able to catch up and capitalize on the CC that Ornn was able to get on both the Alawi and the Nocturne there.
Both games, Team CBS has been playing weak-sided bot and just playing top and mid.
Yeah,
Top especially.
yeah, no, definitely. Good play. We're gonna get some more poke damage here. One full combo takes the Alawi down to less than half HP.
Yep.
You really must feel for the Alawi here. Again, DC'd because of the internet. Really sets him back. Kind of loses the lane for him, unluckily.
Ilawi is going to be finishing Sunder, which is a really big spike, especially versus
Yeah.
a healthy target is on. Charm
Yeah,
does,
definitely.
that's a kill for Seraphine, not being contested.
Yeah, good setup with the Seraphine Root into ult there. Ornn doesn't have that much mana, so he's just gonna have to run out of here.
If Ilawi did have Sunder, I think that was a kill for him.
Yeah, they still got slowed. Will he die here? Ooh, it seems like Ornn is able to get out, just barely.
Yep. Barely dips, really.
Oh. Good thinking from Alawi there, though. Saw that Ornn didn't have that much mana. Knew that he could win a trade and almost killed him, even though he's quite a bit CS behind and four deaths behind.
He definitely has a good feel for how the lane's going, even when
Yeah.
he's not afraid to go aggressive.
Yeah, knows the opportunities of attack there.
Strider, it's finished for Nocturne, but he won't be able to contest the Drake. I
Yeah.
think what we see here is just a consistent game plan from Team CBS. We're willing to give up the 2 first Drakes and then just contest the next one, since we have so much advantage. And I think what should be the goal of any team playing versus them is to deny them that early game advantage to contest later Drakes. Maybe play for Herald, give up the Drake or delay it.
Yeah. It is going to be an Ocean Soul here. First Ocean Dragon picked up by Team CBS.
But Ocean
Ocean Soul is going to be really, really, really good for Team CBS if they're able to get it. Just the regen on all those champions, including the Seraphine shields and heals, will really provide quite a bit of a sustain in the team fights and mid-game.
This might be a pick for Team Aurora here. Ezreal has to flash. MF might die. Nope. Good play. Kills
Yeah.
Ghost.
Exhausts on both. Ezreal knew he was dead there, so he tried to trade 1-for-1 there, going in on the MF. Was able to pull the flash and the exhaust or flash from the MF there. So unlucky that he died there, but still, yeah, no, good play from Aurora.
That Torrent is pushing for a tier 3 tower. They're missing two towers in the top lane. 12th minute, 20th minute.
Nocturne's gonna clear some vision here. Spots the Ornn with the red trinket, knows that he's in the red side jungle. Vigo is stealing the red buff of Team Aurora right now. Just invading, letting their presence be known. Buck does hit on the
Finally,
Nautilus.
there will be follow-up from Diego. They won't decide. Ooh, barely misses. That could have been a good re-engage. Nothing does happen.
Yeah, Nautilus is a bit too. Ooh!
Hook does connect on the Morgana. I think that's a lot of things used just on the Morgana. That doesn't even die. Diego will get the reset. No, misses. Diego will die. That's a really great pick for Team Aurora. They'll continue chasing all this is incredibly tanky. He just killed about 800 health.
Beautiful Seraphine ult there from
Dead. MF dead as well.
yeah.
Those were 3 shuffles really. First team CBS were chasing, then Aurora were chasing and got a pick on Diego. Then they turned around and killed 3 of the members of Aurora. Really,
Yeah.
really big fight.
Bit disjointed team fight there. The team fight swayed when each player showed up to join in on the fight there. Seems like Team CBS got the last laugh though, and Seraphine was able to walk in there and hit a 3-man charm to kind of change the tides of that team fight there.
Yeah. I think if Team CBS want to, they can just start down. Team Aurora doesn't have the best vision, and Seraphine's bot. Viego
Yeah,
moves-
but I don't think they have the damage. I think Viego has quite a bit of damage, but Ezreal,
I think he does. He
I don't
has
know.
the ability that really lowers his cooldowns, and he has double auto attack on any ability he uses on a target.
yeah, maybe.
It's arguable if they can do Baron. They do have a 9k gold lead.
Yeah, they do have 9k gold lead. Clearing out the farm right here. Seraphine is just pretty much always guaranteed wave push. You can just throw out 2 over Qs there and just kill the enemy minions quite fast. They are setting up vision for Drake here. Drake's going to be spawning quite soon.
They really want
Nautilus and Nocturne are setting up vision right now. Ooh! And there it is, the impact play from Ezreal. He ultimates to steal the Scuttle Crab. I think the game's won right now.
mental gap.
Yeah, definitely.
We need to say
I don't know how Team Aurora is going to recover after that Scuttle steal.
they don't have vision on Diego. He's lurking in the bush.
Yep, lurking in the bush. Seraphine, Morgana, and Ezreal are pushing out the wave, getting priority here.
They're definitely trying to pull the trigger. I think MF is
Yep. Ornn gets a nice flank.
no sums. She does get knocked up on
Yep.
the base ult for damage.
Ornn's just solo killing the MF here. Nocturne goes in. Double charm ult there. Beautiful. They just clean it up.
And this is game. I'm pretty sure if they want to push it, they might be able
They don't have the wave.
Yeah.
They're just gonna go take dragon.
Really?
Clear out some vision here. Maybe get tier 1 tower bot lane, but I don't think it's game yet.
I thought it might be. Didn't notice the wave. That was really
Yeah.
hard.
Good. Good play here, splitting up some of their teammates here. Send one guy to clear the tower here, and the rest of them go take dragon. Make the most out of the ace that they earned from that team fight.
Hook barely misses.
Yep. Playing within his limits right there. He knew exactly the range of Nautilus Hook, and he just stood right in front of it, like, hit me. Try it, I dare you.
I'm actually wondering what item is Seraphine opting into. She has a lasting wand and a rod. I don't know any recipe that builds out of both.
I think those are just components for two different items. Maybe a Void Staff and Rabadons.
Maybe she just
Or maybe a Rylase. There
AP.
could be a Rylase because of the
She
lasting wand.
want AP in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's thinking, of course. I'm not clear, but I think that she can definitely opt into something like a death cap. They have no MR.
Yeah, and Ornn upgrades are coming in right now. Upgraded obviously his own item, and he also upgraded the Viego shield bow and Seraphine's Leandries. So those will really make a difference there.
Team CBS were trying to pull something here, but the response comes in from Nautilus and Vex.
Yep.
I think that MF should really be trying to get LDR. Even without Kraken's, the LDR would be definitely better versus Doran. That's a lot of damage on the Ezreal. Vex does go down. That's a reset for Diego. Another kill.
Ezreal just stands in MF ult, just dies to it. It was just walking back and forth, being like, do I die? Do I not? So MF was able to get a trade kill there.
Nautilus is definitely pulling a lot of pressure from the rest of the team overall.
Yep. Let's see if he gets out here. Viego does have quite a bit of movement speed. And yeah, he goes down there.
This is Baron.
Yep, they're starting up Baron.
They don't have a lot of damage without Ezreal.
No, but
Seraphine
since Team Aurora have 3 members down, I think it's just a free Baron here. Seraphine does do quite a bit of damage with their Leandries.
Yeah, that was a death cap.
Yeah, she did buy the death cap indeed, yeah. Alright, let's see how Team CBS utilizes this Baron buff. Seraphine's just pushing the wave mid. Seems like most of them are just going to group mid and try and NA ARAM it.
I think there's something they can do is send one member with a teleport to a bot lane and group all top.
Yep.
Get the top 2 3.
Yep, Nocturne ults here, engages on the Ezreal. Seraphine just makes short work of the Nocturne there. Now Ornn is just walking straight up into
Charm
all the enemies there.
is unable to ult. That's Vex down. And if they're
Vex
able,
and Lally both go down there, and it seems like they're going to push here to end.
they can't do much about it, Team Aurora. It's on them.
No, definitely not. MF is going to have to hit a nice ultimate here, see if... Wow, Ornn can just tank up both tower shots there. Doesn't really care that much about anything now. Good Morgana Q, locks down the MF so Viego can kill her. And now it's just Nautilus in base. Yep. And, well, that seems to be game. Team CBS versus Team Aurora. CBS come out victorious after 2 really good games from Team CBS. All right.
Yeah. Really interesting games. Very unfortunate with the connection issues.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate. I still think Stewie made the most of it. He really tried his best there. It was very, very, very unfortunate.
Yeah. I think this was a good performance by the Aurora bot lane and jungle. Top
Yeah.
as well, trying to make the most he can with being disconnected for a good portion of the game.
Yeah. All right. Well, since the series is over, hopefully we can get a interview with one of the players from Team CBS.
Yep.
Let's see here. Well, so let's see here. All right. Well, it seems like we have someone to interview from Team CBS. It is the one, the only, Lipsy Cat. If you can make your way into the Discord channel, that'd be great. Hello.
Hello.
All right. Welcome.
Welcome.
All right. Well, first question.
Don't know why I said welcome. Hello.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to be here. First question. How did it feel to play with Snap Dormer ball lane at Israel?
Oh God. Tough one, huh? Well,
Yeah.
uh,
You really carried him through that ball lane.
I tried. Well, see, the issue we had earlier was that their Nocturne was hovering bot lane quite a few times, so
Yep.
they would super hard shove, and we would just kind of CS, and then suddenly they'd stop, and we would have just went on us. Anyway.
Yeah.
I will say,
yeah, good.
Sean, I think he did okay, like overall, because he's not an AD carry player, obviously.
Yeah, no, he had some good plays there.
Yeah, the only thing that I think he needs to work on is not eing forward
Yeah.
on Ezreal constantly.
Well,
But
that
you
one
can do
time
that.
when the tower was gone, he kind of had to try and E there to kill the MF. I mean, he was dead no matter what there, I think.
Oh, wait, the first time or the second time? Because the first time,
when the tower was done and he got ulted by Nautilus after Nautilus missed the hook.
yeah, I think if he E'd towards me, I could have shielded him. Like I would have gotten to him in time.
Oh yeah,
but
maybe.
I didn't communicate that, so that's kind of on me.
Yeah. All right, and then let's talk about game one, your Seraphine performance. Yeah, go ahead. You kind of got punished early game, so to speak.
Oh yeah, I can show you the clip of the first gank where my screen freezes for a solid second and suddenly Vi's on top of me.
Yeah,
but
definitely not a skill issue.
Yeah, I mean, legit. I can show you the clip.
Yeah.
My screen freezes often during combat and like when something happens. Sounds like cope. It's not, trust me.
Yeah, definitely not.
I can flash ViQ. I have reflexes. But yeah, didn't see Vi coming. Tried to walk. I think I got all the way to my tower actually, but then Vex just flash ignited me or something like that.
Yeah, and he flash ignited you, I think.
I think mid lane was pretty. I mean, mid lane was pretty boring in my opinion. Like,
yeah, it was quite uneventful.
Vex didn't really like. I don't get ganks. Sorry, Aka, but I don't get ganks because I mean, why would you gank Seraphine?
Yeah, why do you gank? Well, he did try. He ulted the Annie under tower there. You just didn't have the damage to kill him.
Oh, I forgot to ult. That was on me. I knew she had cleanse, but I forgot she popped it like earlier. And I just realized that was Annie, so she did not flash ignite. She flash Q'd, I think.
Yeah.
So basically, my entire lane was survive, and if Annie didn't really do anything. She just occasionally walked up to ult to look for something, but that was always when there was someone else nearby. Mm-hmm. So yeah, just sit around, farm. It wasn't going great, but top lane was winning hard on his own.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you guys talk about how you would be okay with giving those two Drakes? I mean, in both games, you gave the two first Drakes and focused on other stuff around the map. Was that intentional, or was that just something that happened?
No, I was actually pretty annoyed by that. It was more like whenever they went for Drake, we didn't have the capacity to contend, or like early we were not doing great and we didn't have Prio. And in the second game, our jungler was focusing top lane a lot, so we also just didn't really talk about doing dragons ever. Yeah, that's about it. I mean,
yeah, well, congrats to you and to Team CBS.
Oh,
you guys are still undefeated, right?
Yeah, we are. I will say, kind of disappointed today because we actually had a bet with Agon to let him play Samira, because he really likes Samira and he like.
I mean, Samira wasn't banned both games.
Yeah, he really covets his Samira pick, and we were like, oh, we'll give you Samira, it's a deal. And then he didn't pick it both games, which is kind of weird. We planned a draft around it, and then we just threw that around last second, We also had the ASOL like incident, which was some like communication here and there, but we got it.
What happened there?
Apparently, ASOL was banned for week 6. We're currently in week 7, but it was never communicated that he would be banned for week 7 as well.
Okay.
Apparently, he's banned for the entire split, which for our mid laner in the second game didn't make a lot of sense because it was mostly ASOL being bugged early, and he's also been nerfed, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nice.
that should have been fixed. But we respect the opinion that the draft would just be remade, and we did. So
yeah,
I think all the bans were still the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
2 Vigar bans, how dare they?
Yeah, we didn't see the set top lane though. I think someone in chat would have loved to see it.
Yeah, there's a set enjoyer here.
Yeah, been unlucky there. Well, thank you very much for your time, Lipsy.
Yeah, thank you for casting.
Oh yeah, no problem. Tudoraki, do you have anything you want to ask?
Not really. I think you covered everything.
All right, cool. Well, hopefully you get sick and I can play instead of you next week, Lipsy.
No.
Okay. I
I
guess I'm
leave for
stuck here.
Barcelona on Monday, the weekend after. So
Oh.
yeah, we are playing
all right.
SPD, so that'll probably be the decider
SPD?
next week.
Oh yeah. The other undefeated team. Battle of the top lane or battle of the top teams.
It is the pretty much decider for the split 1 title because no one else is close enough right now, I think.
Yeah, unless you guys go on a massive losing streak.
I mean, there's only 2 games left, so
yeah, a 2-game losing streak.
So we'll go second then.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Lipsy, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
All right. I think that's it from both me and Tudoraki here.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you all very much for joining us. There is a game being played right now, but unluckily it isn't going to be streamed. So I think that is the end of this stream. So thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.